Hello there traders. For today's analysis, I decided to cover USD versus Japanese yen, and I will speak about the gold market. We do have non-farm employment change later today, so as always, you need to take care of your risk first. So especially when we got a very big event, the main event, very high impact event for today that can actually cause very big volatility, during the news. So I will speak just about the some potential moves that I expect, and something, I will always take in consideration also other side of the equation. So I will say first for US Japanese yen, I see this basically that we got a climax in the background. Everyone probably can see this climatic action that we got right there. So that was for me a climatic action there, and it was more like a selling climax. So usually in other climaxes, when you have a wide range of the bar on ultra high volume, we consider that to be like climax. Usually after the climax, the price will start to go, usually will go sideways, because we got to, there's something that went way too fast, way too far, and it will usually need to be that we need to spend some time after that climatic action, so more like a consolidation. But if you check also here, there was no actually follow through. We broke a little bit this morning downside, but we rejected very strongly with a very big reversal bar. So obviously there is no follow through of this climax. So you can have a climaxes and maybe 1 or 2 day rest and then continuation of the move. You can also have a climax with the next day to even extend more, so to produce like 2 to 3 days climatic actions. But in this example, we got a selling climax with price immediately went sideways for a few days. This morning went more like a shakeout. I treat this more like a shakeout of this few day contraction, and we got a reversal there. So now this bring more, the stance we spoke about that also in previous analysis, that we can see some kind of the movement to the upside, especially if we clear the resistance at 110.11. If we clear that 110.11, 110.12, we can really expect further upside movement and potentially a retest of 110.40 and even 110.80 if there is a potential, if the news will be in the direction of the upside. Now, this bullish idea will be invalid if the price, of course, take this low. This is also for me major low, and it's low around 110.60, 60 area. So as long we can trade, we're trading above, and we're trading around, this zone. I can also show you my profile chart. The price is testing this main ledge. So as long we got a test reject of that main ledge. So as long that is the case, and as long we don't take deep into this ledge zone and take the bottom of that, I call this ledge or distribution, then there is a still chance for the good rally on the USD Japanese yen in the next period. So that's one thing that I wanted. The second scenario will be, of course, if we take the low of 110.60, and then that can open the door maybe even to that we can trade lower towards the 109.15. But for now, since we are holding this pivot, which is a very important pivot, I trade more bullish absolutely this USD Japanese yen for now. Speaking of the gold market, if you check here, did also have a climax, right? That was on Friday, last Friday. We got a climatic action, and I will show you here. Can also show you on the hourly frame. There was a buying climax from Friday right there, and then we got some upside move, but then we lost momentum and a few hours later, and since then we went into the sideways mode. So we didn't have any follow through for already a few days. We got no follow through the next 4 days after the climax. And that's a big warning. I'm not saying that this is a right now, especially, like hot bearish opportunity or so, but I'm saying that buying an upside movement is pretty limited due to this background until And only if we clear this, that climatic day high, I will say, and we trade, you know, we got some upside move and some constructive pullback, then we can see a much higher price in the gold. If I don't see that, this is still for me favors bears because of this climax with no follow through to the upside. I always say there's a more bearish stance because of that. Now, the confirmation, of course, can be the break of this bracket low around 1804, 1803, and that can be one confirmation for even further drop. Maybe again towards the bottom of that climax, right, from Friday. So, you know, that's it. Basically, that is in a post-climax effect still, and gold is, you know, it will be very interesting to see. Can we extend lower? Based on this, there was a climax in the background and so I will say more chances for a down, but you never know. Anything is possible in the news. If the price will clear 1822 and continue upside and do some constructive pullback, this can also be upside. But, you know, for now, I will treat this like a climax and potential for this for the sell-off. I give more odds to the sell-off, but you will see during the news. That'll be all for today and for this week. Enjoy the rest of the day. Enjoy during the weekend, and see you next week.